Did you know that hand washing was the single most effective way to stay healthy? This is Deborah Hobson, Director of Infection Prevention, Employee Health and Education. Many diseases and conditions are spread by not washing hands with soap and clean running water. Germs can get into the body through the eyes, nose, and mouth. If you have any questions regarding proper hand washing techniques or infection prevention, give me a call at 729-6626 Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
And
just inside a half court, bang! Bang! At the buzzer! He climbed the elevator, caught it with two hands, and flushed it on the way down. Scooped up, thrown up, off the backboard and in, and Missouri wins!
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
The bragging rights trophy is coming to Como, folks.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Run out to the rim, and he flushed it.
We are definitely different than most long-term care facilities. Our entire purpose is to serve the veteran.
The nurses and the help that we have here, they're just such wonderful people. And I really appreciate the kindness and the natural people that they are. Well, I don't know how they could choose any place better.
Missouri's veterans' homes are now accepting admissions. Visit mvc.dps.mo.gov.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather forecast. First up, though, let me point out that we are cloudy outside our studios and we have winds anywhere from 10 to 23 miles per hour. Plus, don't forget, we are under a winter weather advisory that will be in effect until 6 p.m. tonight. Again, winter weather advisory until 6 p.m. this evening. Now for that forecast. Well, snow is likely, possibly mixed with rain, up until about 2 p.m. Then snow after 2 p.m. Chance of precipitation this afternoon is 100%, with total daytime snow accumulation of less than 1 inch being possible. Temperature will be falling to around 31 degrees by 5 p.m. Will be breezy with westerly winds of 10 to 21 miles per hour with gusts as high as 37 miles per hour. And our wind chill values today as low as 18 degrees. Snow is likely tonight, mainly before 8 p.m., with a chance of precipitation at 80%. New snow accumulation of less than a half of an inch is possible. Our low temperature tonight will be around 17 degrees. Will be breezy with westerly winds 18 to 23 miles per hour, decreasing to 11 to 16 miles per hour after midnight. Now, winds tonight could gust as high as 40 miles per hour, and our wind chill value will be as low as 9 degrees. Tomorrow should be mostly sunny. Our high temperature will be near 41 degrees. Winds will be out of the west at 8 to 14 miles per hour, becoming southerly tomorrow afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 25 miles per hour, and our wind chill value tomorrow as low as 9 degrees. Tomorrow night, we expect mostly clear skies, low temperature around 25 degrees. Southerly winds will be 13 to 18 miles per hour, becoming westerly after midnight. Winds could gust as high as 29 miles per hour, and our wind chill values tomorrow night as low as 17 degrees. Thursday should be mostly sunny. Our high temperature on Thursday should be near 47, with westerly winds 7 to 11 miles per hour, becoming southeasterly during Thursday afternoon. Then Thursday night, showers are likely after 7 p.m. Chance of precipitation is 70%, with mostly cloudy skies and low temperature around 36 degrees. Friday, rain showers are in the forecast. They're likely before 7 a.m., then rain and snow showers between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. Then after 1 o'clock, we do expect some snow showers. Chance of precipitation on Friday is 80%. Our high temperature will be near 39 degrees with breezy wind conditions. Friday night will be blustery with snow showers likely before 7 p.m. We will be mostly cloudy, and our low temperature Friday night will be around 14 degrees. Then Saturday will be blustery with mostly sunny skies and a high near 27 degrees. Saturday night should be mostly cloudy with low around 8. We have a chance of snow showers on Sunday with mostly cloudy skies. Our high temperature will be near 22 degrees. Then Sunday night, a chance of snow showers in the forecast with mostly cloudy skies. And our low temperature Sunday night will be around a negative 3 degrees. Monday is Martin Luther King Day and will be partly sunny and cold with a high temperature only reaching near 12 degrees. And that has been your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it is now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Receive Brownfield's latest national and state news, markets, and weather in your email inbox. Sign up for Brownfield's Agriculture Today e-newsletter at brownfieldagnews.com. Use your head more than your hands. One of the farmers speaking at an event I attended once shared that nugget of wisdom. It reminds me of the phrase, work smarter, not harder. Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. Another great piece of wisdom I heard at that event came from a farm girl turned agronomist from Alberta, Canada. We were discussing the growing problem of herbicide resistance in weeds. Like many of us, Arlene spent time in the family fields. Mine were soybean fields, while hers were sugar beet fields, with a weed hook or a hoe. Preserving herbicide technologies is a passion for her. Go back to your basics, she said. Use all the tools available to you. Abuse of any one product will destroy that tool. I picked up 4 or 5 corn knives for a song at a farm auction a few years ago. I wasn't in the market for them, but wanted some hitch pins with which they were selling. If farmers aren't proactive and use some preventative management, corn knives, hoes, and weed hooks might start bringing a little more money at the auctions. Work smarter, not harder when it comes to herbicide resistance or highly tolerant weeds. If you keep spraying the same thing over and over and over and over and over in the same place, the tools you will be using to control weeds in that spot will be the same ones I used to cut weeds out of beans in the farm fields of my youth. I don't know about you, but chopping out or digging up millions of water hemp plants is not my idea of a good time. I'll take the smarter road. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and that's my 2 cents.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
This is Cardinals broadcaster Ricky Horton. Soon enough, the boys of summer will be back and on the fields in Jupiter, Florida. Spring Training 2024. It'll be another season of the home runs, the hits, and the unforgettable moments. We will have you covered and will be with you from the first pitch to the final out, right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar. Cardinal Baseball on your Ozark Sports Leader, KSMO.
Another slow day for direct cash cattle business, and cash hogs had no comparison at midday. Hello, I'm Megan Grebner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity has been off to another very slow start. Bids and asking prices haven't surfaced. The winter weather system that has moved through cattle country will likely delay business even further this week. Look for significant trade volume to hold out until sometime Thursday or Friday. Boxed beef was higher at midday on solid demand for light offerings. Choice up $1.96 at $280.79. Select is $3.30 higher at $262.66. At the Joplin Regional Stockyards in Missouri, feeder steers were $3 to $10 lower. Feeder heifers were $7 to $12 lower. The USDA says supply was heavy with good demand. Receipts were down on both the week and the year. Medium and large one feeder steers 605 to 647 pounds brought $233 to $262. Feeder steers 702 to 748 pounds brought $215 to $230. Medium and large one feeder heifer 604 to 646 pounds brought $210 to $225. Cash hogs have no comparison at midday, but moderate negotiated purchases. The higher cutout on Monday could provide a shot in the arm for prices today, but processors also may not be aggressive in their procurement efforts as these inclement weather conditions continue to create challenges. Demand for U.S. pork has been relatively strong on the global market, but there are long-term concerns. Domestic demand has also been sluggish, and that puts more pressure on prices. Barrows and Gilt at the National Daily Direct have no comparison, but a weighted average of $43.60. Prices at the regional direct markets were not reported at midday due to confidentiality. Butcher hog prices at the Midwest cash markets are steady at $36. In Illinois, slaughter's hog prices were $1 lower with moderate demand for moderate to heavy offerings at $26 to $38. Barrows and Gilts were steady with moderate demand for moderate offerings at $25 to $35. Pork values were higher at midday, up 62 cents at $85.63. Bellies and hams were sharply higher and higher. Loins, ribs, butts, and picnics were lower to sharply lower. I'm Megan Grebner, Brownfield Ag News.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, can potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
AA made all the difference in my life. I noticed that most of the goals I had as a kid were slipping by. I didn't feel like the person I hoped to be. After all those years of drinking, I really didn't know myself. When I was out there drinking, I was always looking for the next great party to make me feel all right. With AA, I found a better way of life. And I feel good in my everyday life, even without a drink in my hand.
Visit AA.org for more information and download the Meeting Guide app to find a meeting near you.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Jeffrey Allen Schrock of Salem passed away Saturday, January 6th at St. Louis Children's Hospital, the age of 16 years. Visitation for family and friends of Jeffrey Allen Schrock will be today from 2 until 4 and from 6 until 8 at the Salem Christian Brotherhood. Burial to follow in the Salem Mennonite Cemetery. And all arrangements for Jeffrey Allen Schrock of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Patricia Lucille Givens, age 77 of Salem, passed away Sunday, January 7th. Funeral services for Patricia Givens will be Thursday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Patricia Givens will be Wednesday night from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Wilson Chapel. Burial will be in the North Lawn Cemetery. Memorials may be given to help with final expenses. Envelopes are available and all arrangements for Patricia Lucille Givens of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Dan Walter Halbert of Steelville passed away Friday, January 5th at the age of 90 years. Funeral service for Dan Halbert will be Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Brenton Bennett Funeral Home in Steelville. Visitation for family and friends will be Wednesday evening from 5 to 8 p.m. Entry will be at the Cherryville Baptist Church Cemetery, Cherryville, Missouri. And all arrangements for Dan Walter Halbert of Steelville are under the direction of the Brenton Bennett Funeral Home of Steelville. Ruby Evelyn Duncan, age 81 of Salem, passed away Sunday, January 7th at her home. Funeral services for Ruby Duncan will be Friday morning at 11 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Ruby Duncan will be Thursday afternoon and evening from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Wilson Chapel. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. Memorials may be made to the Children's Ministry at Grace Community Church. Memorial envelopes are available, and all arrangements for Ruby Evelyn Duncan of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. George Earl Reagan of Licking, age 81, passed away Monday, January 8th. A funeral mass for George Earl Reagan will be Saturday morning at 11 at the St. John the Baptist Catholic Church in Licking. Visitation will also be Saturday morning at the church from 10 o'clock until service time at 11. Entering will be at the O'Malley Cemetery. And all arrangements for George Earl Reagan of Licking are under the direction of the Fox Funeral Home of Licking. Susan Sentner passed away December 25th at the age of 67 years. Funeral services for Susan Sentner will be Saturday, January 13th at 4 p.m. in the afternoon at the James Gar Chapel in Rolla. Visitation will also be Saturday afternoon from 2 until service time at 4 o'clock. Memorials are suggested at the Russell House. Cards are available, and all arrangements for Susan Sentner are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University's Salem campus. SBU's Salem campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU's Salem campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. An accident occurred in Phelps County Monday afternoon at 2:30 on Highway O, about 5 miles south of Rolla. According to the Highway Patrol report, a southbound 2022 Toyota Corolla Cross driven by 30-year-old Tiffany Jones of Rolla traveled off the right side of the roadway, struck 2 signs and a telephone pole. Jones suffered minor injuries and was transported by a private vehicle to Phelps Health. The report stated that Jones was wearing a safety restraint at the time of the accident. The Toyota sustained extensive damage and was removed from the scene by D&D Towing. An accident occurred Monday afternoon in Phelps County at 2:45 at 17,895 Highway O. According to the Highway Patrol report, an eastbound 2018 Chevrolet Cruze driven by a 17-year-old female juvenile of Steelville traveled off the right side of the roadway and struck a culvert. The juvenile suffered minor injuries and was transported by St. James Ambulance to Phelps Health. The Chevrolet sustained moderate damage and was removed from the scene by Miles & Sons Towing. And by the way, that report did state that the 17-year-old female juvenile was wearing a safety restraint at the time of the accident. The Salem Board of Aldermen will be holding their regular meeting tonight at the City Hall Council Chambers at 6 o'clock. At the meeting, the board will hear a presentation from Liz Condry of the Salem Area Community Betterment Association on the upcoming visit of the Smithsonian exhibit Crossroads in Rural America, coming to Salem at the Ozark Natural and Cultural Resource Center. Scott Carson will make a 911 presentation before Public Works Director Mark Nash will talk about the purchase of a gateway for the AMI system from NextGrid Technology Solutions. That will be followed by Nash discussing the sale of a number of no longer used assets of the city on Purple Wave. City Administrator Sally Burbidge will discuss resuming the sending of past due bills to a collection agency and would like to change companies from Consumer Adjustment Company, Inc. to Online Information Services, Inc. for collections. Burbidge will also talk about the ServLine Bill Protection Program the Utility Committee recommended for voluntary participation. This protection provides coverage of high water or sewer bills to a maximum of $1,000 for both water and sewer leaks on the consumer side of the meter. She'll also talk about the optional repair coverage offered by ServLine. A number of bills will be read for the first time, including Bill number 3581 that amends the duties of the Utility Committee, eliminating the reference to the street department. Bill number 3582 that would change the utility deposits from a fixed cost to one that would be 1/12 of the previous year's utilities at that particular address. Bill number 3583 that will change the terminology of the definitions and duties of the building inspector, and Bill number 3584 that would also change terminology and responsibilities for violations written by the building inspector. After reports from the aldermen and city officials, the meeting will go into closed session. The Denton County Service Unit of the Salvation Army would like to announce that they have successfully reached their Christmas Kettle campaign goal. The total raised was $35,000. Along with the monetary donations received this year, nearly 280 local children were adopted at the Angel Tree that was located at Walmart. The local Salvation Army Board would like to thank everyone who made a monetary donation and or adopted an angel. They also extend their greatest appreciation to the dedicated volunteers that took time out of their busy holiday season to ring the bells at the kettles. The community's continued generosity will be distributed throughout 2024 to those in Denton County. Volunteers for AARP will be conducting free tax filing assistance at the Salem Community Center at the Armory again this year. This free tax filing assistance will begin on Friday, February 2nd, and continue every Friday until April 5th. Appointments can be made by calling the Salem Community Center at 573-729-8163. This local service is provided entirely by AARP-trained volunteers and will be the 20th year that Healthy Denton County has partnered with AARP to provide this free tax service to our community. AARP Foundation tax aid volunteers are trained in filing certain tax forms and schedules, including the Form 1040. However, the Volunteer Protection Act requires that our volunteers stay in the scope of the program. If counselors feel they do not have adequate knowledge or your return is too complex, you may need to seek another qualified counselor or paid tax assistance. Items you'll need to bring with you to have your tax returns prepared include proof of identification such as a picture ID, Social Security cards for you, your spouse, and dependents, or a Social Security number verification letter issued by the Social Security Administration. You should also bring birth dates for you, your spouse, and dependents on the tax return. Also needed are wage and earning statements, Forms W-2, W-2G, 1099-R, 1099-MISC from all employers. Year-end Social Security statements showing total SS received and Medicare payments, and interest and dividend statements from banks, Forms 1099. You should bring a copy of last year's federal and state returns if available, plus proof of bank account routing numbers and account numbers for direct deposit, such as a blank check or deposit slip. To file taxes electronically on a married filing joint tax return, both spouses must be present to sign the required forms. The Salem Community Center at the Armory is located at 1200 West Rollo Road. Appointments can be made by calling 573-729-8163. The Missouri Department of Revenue is announcing the upcoming requests for proposal, also referred to as an RFP, of the license office in Salem located at 1104 South Main Street in the Crossroads Shopping Center. Bids will start being accepted January 10th, that's tomorrow, folks, and must be submitted by January 24th. For a list of bid opportunities and bid response instructions, please visit Missouri Statewide Electronic Procurement System, Missouri Buys. And Missouri is capitalized and BUYS is also capitalized. And you can also reach that online at missouribuys.mo.gov, all in lowercase. Interested groups or individuals who wish to bid to operate the Salem License Office must have an active Federal Employer Identification Number, referred to as the FEIN, and must submit the proposal under the legal entity name for which the FEIN was assigned. The Missouri Department of Revenue, through the Office of Administration, is posting an RFP for Salem License Office contract, since the current contract is close to expiring. Interested bidders will have approximately 10 business days to submit their proposals for the operation of the license office in the competitive bid process as outlined in the RFP. A scheduled tour of the current location may be requested by emailing the procurement contact listed on Missouri Buys. Proposals will be evaluated on items as outlined in the RFP. All the proposals will be evaluated by a review team at the Department of Revenue, and the proposal that scores best in the areas outlined in the RFP will be selected to operate the office. I have just been notified that the Salem Board of Aldermen meeting scheduled for tonight that I shared the information about at the lead story of this news report has been postponed. Again, the Board of Aldermen meeting of the City of Salem, scheduled for this evening at 6 o'clock at the City Hall Council Chambers, has been postponed. Stay tuned. We'll update you when we receive information about the rescheduling of that Board of Aldermen meeting. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU's Salem campus, contact admission counselor Chris Welch at 573-729-7071.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem Campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
Are you working way too hard for way too little? There's never been a better time to consider a career in IT. You could enjoy a recession-resistant career in a rewarding field with plenty of growth opportunities and often flexible work environments. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. You could start your new career in months, not years. Take classes online or on campus, and financial aid is available to qualified students, including the GI Bill. Now is the time. mycomputercareer.edu.
Are you having a hard time finding ag podcasts? We can help. The podcast directory at agriamerica.com allows you to search by category and topic, so it's quick and easy to find what you're looking for. Ag Chicks, Farm for Profit, Heart of Rural America, the Shark Farmer Podcast, Real Ag Radio, and more are featured on Agri-America. Our extensive directory has something for everyone. Discover a new ag podcast today by visiting agriamerica.com. That's agriamerica.com.
Need to schedule an appointment for an X-ray, MRI, CT, nuclear medicine, or an ultrasound? Call SMDH Centralized Scheduling at 573-453-5952. SMDH will schedule your tests while working around your personal schedule, help you pre-register for service, and help you navigate insurance requirements before your appointment. Schedule your radiology appointment today with Salem Memorial District Hospital by calling Centralized Scheduling, 453-5952. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Hi, I'm Andrew Wynn. Town & Country Bank makes it easy with the best rates and terms on land and mortgage loans. Hit the trail, make a splash, or enjoy a beautiful sunset. Town & Country Bank can help you finance that beautiful acreage you've always wanted. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 899641.
Here at KSMO Radio, it's now time to take a look at local regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem boys basketball game with Osage Monday was postponed. No makeup date has yet been set. The Tigers will be in Houston Friday to face the Tigers, starting with the JV game at 6, followed by the varsity contest. Salem is 7-6 on the year. The Salem Lady Basketball Tigers game at Kabul Monday was postponed and will be rescheduled at a later date. The Lady Tigers' next game will be Thursday when they host Willow Springs at 6 o'clock. The varsity game that night can be heard on KSMO Radio and will be video streamed on KSMO Media. Salem has a 4-11 record and are 1-0 in the SCA Conference. St. Louis Blues will host the Florida Panthers tonight. The start of the game will be delayed on KSMO until 8:30 after Missouri basketball. The Blues have won 2 straight and 3 of their last 4 games. And speaking of the Missouri Tigers, they'll travel to Kentucky to face the Wildcats at 5:30 tonight. The game can be heard on KSMO Radio. Missouri is 8-6 on the year and 0-1 in the SEC Conference. Kentucky enters the game ranked 6th in the nation with an 11-2 record. Kansas City Chiefs will play the Miami Dolphins Saturday night as part of the Wild Card Weekend. The game will only be aired on Paramount Plus, so you must subscribe to watch the game. And that's been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. The Michigan Wolverines are college football national champions. They beat Washington 34-13. Mizzou finishes 8th in the final national standings, and the Tigers open 50-1 odds to win the national championship when the playoff field expands to 12 next season. But stiff competition within the conference. Tennessee and SEC newcomer Oklahoma are 40-1. Texas A&M, LSU, Ole Miss all in the mix. So is Texas 5th at 9-1. Alabama 2nd at 6-1 odds. And Georgia, the early favorite, at 17-4. Eli Drinkwitz's new contract deals came out. A deal that will pay the Tigers head coach $46 million over the next 5 seasons, $9 million each of the next 2. Offensive coordinator Kirby Moore will make $1.12 million next season. And, of course, they lost defensive coordinator Blake Baker, who returned to LSU. Mizzou basketball visits number 6 Kentucky tonight. The Tigers have found themselves down in games by 20, 19, and 18. And they managed to come back and win at Minnesota after being down big. But Tamar Bates says they know that can't happen tonight.
We know we got to get off of it early and not give them those live ball turnovers to get them energy. They're really good in transition, so that's why I said that needs to carry over into this game to where we build a wall to where their 3 guards that they have can't really get downhill and they see bodies all night.
The Blues go for their 3rd win in a row. They host the Florida Panthers tonight. Drew Bannister has the team playing with confidence.
The group is starting to build some confidence and starting to believe in themselves in that room, and we're seeing wins. We're seeing results. We're seeing that we're in games. The last 2 games, we found ways to win.
And the St. Louis Cardinals have hired former Red Sox Chief Baseball Officer Chaim Bloom as a special advisor to club president John Mozeliak. He'll offer a fresh perspective. He comes in highly regarded. He started with the Tampa Bay organization. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Put a frog in boiling water and it'll jump right out. But put a frog in cool water and slowly heat it up, that frog will boil. As veterans, we tell ourselves the lie that we can handle anything. We let the water boil. You are not a frog. If you or a veteran you know needs support, don't wait. Reach out. Find resources at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach. Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is killing people. It's a powerful opioid, often made illegally and commonly mixed with illicit drugs. It can even be pressed into counterfeit pills that resemble prescription medications. Just 2 milligrams, about the size of a few grains of sand, can potentially be lethal. This isn't an ad to scare you, but it is an ad to make you think twice. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
Have you seen TownScreen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at Advanced Chiropractic, Jet Tires and Auto, Salem Bowling Center, and Terrell's Complete Auto Care, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use TownScreen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained. TownScreen in Salem.
The Bank of Salem is part of the MoneyPass ATM network. MoneyPass has nearly 23,000 ATMs coast to coast, and the network continues to grow. MoneyPass ATM is surcharge-free, so you won't worry about paying a fee to access your money. Regardless of where you live, work, or travel, you're sure to find a MoneyPass ATM nearby. Just look for the MoneyPass logo and use your existing Bank of Salem ATM or debit card. It's that easy, and it's all part of our commitment to providing you with superb products and services. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tiffany Bland. I'm the new MD at SMDH Family Medicine. I will be providing family medical services for all ages. I'm now accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment today. SMDH Family Medicine is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurance. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
Stay right here on KSMO Radio. We've got Missouri Net News coming up shortly. And then after the top of the 1 o'clock hour, I'll be back with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Wofford & Wofford Plumbing can solve all of your septic problems. They have an electric sewer machine and camera to help locate and solve septic problems. Plus, they can handle all new construction, residential, and commercial plumbing, as well as repairs. Wofford & Wofford Plumbing. Call the office at 729-0014, and they can get you taken care of.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
Missouri Net News, I'm Ashley Bird. Snow continues to fall throughout the middle and northern half of the state, forcing school and event closings. There's a hazardous weather outlook for the northwest, north central, and west central Missouri, an advisory for the middle part of the state. A winter storm will affect the region through midday before exiting the area, and then another winter system will affect portions of the region late Thursday into Friday. Another Democrat joins the race for Missouri governor.
Democratic Representative Sarah Unsicker from Shrewsbury in St. Louis announces that she is running for governor. This news follows her dropout of the Missouri Attorney General's race and her ouster from the Missouri House Democratic Caucus last month. She would be joining a Democratic primary field against House Minority Leader Crystal Quaid and fast food entrepreneur Mike Hamra. Anthony Moore with Missouri Net.
Look for more information on MissouriNet.com. This is Missouri Net News.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the Missouri way of life. We're for worrying less about the what-ifs and more about the why-nots. We're for checking off your bucket list and then making a new one. For starting a family, a business, a tradition. And if you find yourself starting over, we're here for that too. We're for building a life in Missouri and then going out and living it. And when it comes to making sure everything you've built is protected, we're for you. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we've got Missouri covered for life.
The Missouri Veterans Home is a long-term skilled care facility. We are definitely different than most long-term care facilities.
The nurses and the help that we have here, they're just such wonderful people. And I really appreciate the kindness and natural people that they are.
Missouri's veterans homes are now accepting admissions. Visit mvc.dps.gov.